Александр Сарнавский, по прозвищу Тигр, стал одним из первых учеников Александра Шлеменко. И он как никто олицетворял все сильнейшие стороны школы Шторм. Стремление рубиться в стойке, мощнейшие красивые удары и желание побеждать досрочно в любом поединке. Долгое время Александр не знал себе равных и побеждал всех соперников на своем пути. Сегодня мы с вами отправимся в 2011 год. Сарнавский проводил свой пятый бой под знаменами M1 Global, но при этом на его счету уже было 12 побед в 12 поединках. M1 Challenge 24 проходил в США, и Александру противостоял местный боец Бо Бейкер, носивший боевое прозвище Black Jack. Это был опытный боец, одержавший 10 побед в 13 профессиональных боях. Он бился в различных американских промоушенах и был большим специалистом по борьбе, одержав большую часть побед болевыми и удушающими приемами.
M1 Global.
All right, fans, here we go. 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing our referee in charge of the action, Todd McGovern.
Referee Todd McGovern administering last-minute instructions, asking Sarnavsky to get back to his corner.
Commission, you ready? Timer, ready? Fighter, you ready? Fighter, you ready? Come on, let's fight!
3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division. They immediately touch gloves, and immediately Baker goes for a takedown, a kick to the body from Sarnavsky, and that causes Baker to immediately close the distance along the ropes.
That was a blistering kick to the liver. I don't know how bad it hurt Baker, but it hit hard.
Sarnavsky coming off a 14-second TKO victory over Victor Cuckoo last October. Baker coming off a unanimous decision win over Randall Weathers in January.
You can see how Sarnavsky can adjust his hips a little bit on the ropes, can hang up a little bit. Baker's having a little bit of a problem getting that takedown.
Working diligently for it, expending energy early on. Sarnavsky spins away from the ropes, catches Baker with a left hook.
Very good angle.
And there's a knee as Baker was going for the takedown, but the bigger Baker able to bull rush Sarnavsky to the corner, but Sarnavsky with that great presence in the ring spins away and unleashes a fusillade of strikes on Baker.
Watch the back of the head!
Tell you what, Sarnavsky's got great balance and he's able to punch while he's off balance. This kid is dangerous.
Sarnavsky picking apart Baker in the early going. 1 minute, 15 seconds gone in the opening round. Another kick from Sarnavsky. He's mixing it up, and Baker tries a kick of his own, countered by Sarnavsky. Uppercut, keeping Baker at bay. Spinning back fist, we were looking for it, Matt.
There are going to be more of them if Baker survives for a while, I'll tell you that.
Sarnavsky taking a page out of his mentor, Alexander Storm Shlemenko. Got into MMA after seeing Shlemenko compete in 2004. Made his pro debut in 2008 and has reeled off 12 consecutive wins, including 10 inside the distance.
Sarnavsky's looking a little bit tired also, though, here. I think he really had a high output of strikes there. I think it's gassed him a little bit, and Baker needs to keep this wrestling pace up.
Just past the 2-minute mark of the opening stanza. Baker looking for the takedown. There's the clinch. The tie play. Oh, short uppercut. Jacks the jaw, Baker.
Brutal. 2 uppercuts. I tell you what, back to back.
Collar tie by Baker. Looking to deliver a knee to the breadbasket. Another nice short right uppercut by Sarnavsky in the clinch.
Yeah, when Baker's got that collar tie like that, he needs to keep his elbow in tighter to block those uppercuts from coming up through the middle.
Partisan crowd here at the TED in Norfolk, Virginia. Chants of USA. M1 Global International Mixed Martial Arts Organization, bringing athletes from all over the world. And so far, a great start for Omsk, Russia's Alexander Tiger Sarnavsky. But Baker can take a shot.
He definitely can, because Sarnavsky's throwing some heavy shots in on him.
Hockey fans will recognize Omsk, Russia's, where former NHL superstar Jaromir Jagr closed out his career in the KHL.
What Baker just did, punched across the ring and then got into the tie-up. He needs to do that to set up his takedowns a little more.
Sarnavsky just teeing off on Baker's little body in the head, has him along the ropes. Baker turns away, but unable to defend these strikes from Sarnavsky, who seems to be getting more and more confidence as the round unfolds. Baker continues to crowd him along the ropes. Really, Baker needs to take this to the ground. The former wrestler at NCAA Division I, University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, in the collar tie. But even when he's neck grappling, he's eating those short uppercuts.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, Morrow, he's not keeping his elbows in and blocking those uppercuts from coming through, and you got to keep your head in tight to theirs so they can't land those shots.
Into the final 60 seconds of the opening round, a round that has been dominated by the striker Alexander Tiger Sarnovsky. Baker, though, continues to try to look for the takedown. Oh, and another right uppercut, and he continues to test the chin, test the beard of Bo Baker.
Got to hand it to Baker. He keeps the pressure on. He keeps coming forward no matter what. He's working, and that could pay off later on if he can survive this onslaught.
Needs to disengage. There's the Ty Plum looking for the knee right up the middle. Sarnovsky avoids it. And again, walks right into that straight left hand from Sarnovsky. Final 17 seconds of the opening round. 10 seconds left in what has been a great round for Omsk, Russia's Alexander Tiger Sarnovsky, continuing to unload on Bo Baker. Baker owns his own gym with his brother Kyle, the MMA Institute. Let's listen in.
When you have him in the clinch, you got to turn your elbow when he's hitting you with the fucking uppercuts.
Shots unless you are taking him down from the clinch.
Get a water. Right. Take some water.
He's gonna.
Pat, the trainer's saying exactly what you said, and that's why you were the trainer of champions. They wanted to have that elbow inside.
That's day one stuff, Morrow.
Hey, don't be so humble there, big guy.
I tell you what, Sarnovsky was on fire this round, throwing all kinds of strikes, very good kicks, very good uppercuts. This kid's got some nasty, nasty uppercuts. Bo Baker has a heck of a chin. Here's Sarnovsky again, coming in. Beautiful jab, nice jab. Very crisp. Got a little overextended on that punch, but I tell you what, this kid's throwing some heat the whole time. Baker throwing the knee and falling down. Sarnovsky right back on him. Relentless fight, actually, by both guys, just different styles.
The bell in round two. Again, they touch gloves. How did you score the opening 5 minutes?
I've got a 10-9 Sarnovsky.
Flying knee attack by Sarnovsky, really mixing up, showing all of his striking versatility, but backs up along the ropes, and Baker again closes the gap, looking for that body lock, looking for the takedown. Sarnovsky defending well, though, now in the corner.
You know, Baker doing a good job fighting his way in, you know, taking
Pummeling.
the heat, getting inside, yeah, making Sarnovsky pummel with him, wear those shoulders out, wear those arms out, so the punches are not as effective.
The bigger Baker really just trying to put all of his weight on Sarnovsky, looking to deplete him of his energy after what was a very impressive opening round for the Saturn Profi gym fighter.
You know, he did a good job getting his hips in tight and was able to lock his hands, and this may pay off for him if he can get Sarnovsky away from the ropes a little bit. Great balance.
Takedown, yeah, good takedown defense there by Sarnovsky, popping back up to his feet. Baker continues to try to wear him down. Sarnovsky spinning away from the ropes momentarily, delivering some short knees. There's a right hand to the body by Baker. Missing with that knee, but he eats a couple of knee strikes. There's the Ty Plum from Sarnovsky, drilling away with those knee strikes.
Baker needs to stay out of the corner. Sarnovsky's able to kick his hips back and start working those knees and those uppercuts. Baker's got to work his way out of there. There's the uppercut.
That uppercut has found a home throughout this tussle. Continues to just batter away at the jaw of Bo Baker.
Yeah, between the uppercuts and the knees, I tell you what, I don't think he needs to throw anything else. He's doing a lot of damage with just those two techniques.
And a couple of knees continuing to drive the air out of Bo Baker's lungs, looking for the takedown, the sprawl by Sarnovsky.
And that's the thing, more with the knees. Not necessarily do you have to hurt a guy with the knees, but it changes his breathing pattern and gets him tired.
And the wrestler having little success here. Sarnovsky jumps on his back looking for the rear naked choke. Sarnovsky has 5 submission wins.
Baker fighting the hand control, figure 4 on the body.
2 of them have been via rear naked choke. Make it 3 impressive performance, vanquishing Bo Baker here on the M1 Challenge.
Sarnovsky proving again why M1 Global has very few fights go to the judges. These guys come to finish.
6th win via submission. All of them have been via a form of choke. The 3rd via rear naked choke, or mata-leão as it's known in Brazil. The lion kill, or I guess with a nickname like Tiger, it's the tiger kill in this case.
Really?
Well, Alexander Tiger Sarnovsky. I was going to say something about the not so fabulous Baker boy.
Going for the finish, these guys. I tell you what, the Russian fighter's always looking for it. Just dove on his back and went for the choke. Here he transitions, starts to work for the figure 4 on the body. Very tough to get rid of that once somebody's got it on your back. Securing that choke, tightening it up, and boom, gets the finish there.
Fighter! Fighter!
Here it is again, tightening it up. Squeezing the body with the legs, tightening up the choke as they roll. Centering up, you can see he kick his hips over and finishes.
11 of Sarnovsky's 13 victories have come inside the distance, and again, he was always a step ahead of Baker throughout this fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Baker stayed aggressive, though. You know, let's give it to him. He pushed the fight also, trying to get the takedowns. Baker missed that takedown. That gave Sarnovsky the opportunity to take his back.
And to be fair to Baker, he did take this fight on short notice, less than a week after the injury to Bacalhau.
Yeah, no, Baker's a very tough kid. Big win, though, for Sarnovsky.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a time of 2 minutes 32 seconds in round number 2, a rear naked choke ends this contest as the fighter taps out. He is the winner by way of submission. He is still undefeated, Alexander the Tiger Sarnovsky.
Alexander Tiger Sarnovsky saying his best strikes are the spinning back fist and the flying knee. We saw signs of that, but in the end, it was the good old-fashioned rear naked choke that spelled victory.
Well, fundamentals won the fight, and that's really generally what will make you successful in the sport. He does have good fundamentals.